Katherine, your resident brand nerd from Lavishcraft, and I wanted to ask, do you know what brand trust is? Yes, no, maybe so? Well, let's talk about it because it's definitely something you should be working on. Creating brand trust is basically keeping a brand promise. Yes, I did just throw another weird brand term at you. Let's get into it because you are creating a brand promise whether you realize it or not. A brand promise is basically when your viewer comes to your site or your accounts or anywhere that they're interacting with you, and they're making an assumption based off of your initial name, business name, or graphics. So let's use an example to illustrate what's going on with a brand promise because I think that that's the easiest way to understand it and grasp it. Let's pretend that you just moved and you're in a new town and you need a haircut because, whatever the reason, you need a haircut, but you have no idea where to go. So you get on Google and you search, hair salons near me, and it comes up with a whole list of salons around you in like a 20-mile radius. I don't know, whatever the search parameters are. And you come up with a couple of selections. One is called Chevaux Salon and Spa, and the other is called Hair and Nails. Now, you're on a budget. Which one do you think you're going to go with? I'm betting that you said Hair and Nails because the name just right off the bat signifies that it's probably going to be a lower end offer and therefore be less expensive. But you go ahead and check them both out because maybe you want to just make sure, maybe you want to be convinced to treat yourself with a really nice haircut and salon experience because moving was really hard. So you go to their websites and you look and see, and lo and behold, Chevaux Salon and Spa is indeed more expensive and their branding is a little bit higher end. It's more sleek, it's more elegant, whereas Hair and Nails is less expensive. It's more about, getting you in and out and just getting it done, and their graphics go along with that. In this scenario, they both kept their brand promise, which was created initially by their business name and then their graphics, because they are creating an impression in you. They're making you assume that they are going to be either more or less expensive than the other, and their pricing reflects that. But what happens if Chevaux Salon and Spa was actually less expensive? They had really amazing graphics, it all looked really high end, but then their pricing was either the same as Hair and Nails or less expensive. One, thank God you looked, right? But two, that's breaking the brand promise because you had an initial impression and they didn't deliver on it. They didn't deliver that higher price that you were expecting, and you're probably wondering, what's the catch? So what it really boils down to is delivering on first impressions. Now, how this relates to brand trust is that when you become a customer, they need to deliver on the brand promise that they created. So let's go back to our example. With Chevaux Salon and Spa, I need to remember what that was. Chevaux Salon and Spa, you go and you have an amazing experience. And yes, it is, really high end, and their branding and graphics were really high end. Their prices were higher, but you decide to treat yourself, and it's really amazing. They're using really high quality hair products. They give you a head massage, maybe a little hand massage too. I don't know. Maybe you got a really amazing cotton color. The point is it was well worth the money. They were delivering on their brand promise and creating brand trust because you know that you can trust their company, their business, their brand to deliver on what they're selling. You know that you're looking at getting a higher end experience, and they're giving you said higher end experience. But also, what happens if that didn't happen? So you go to Chevaux Salon and Spa because you're looking for the really amazing experience. You decided you wanted to treat yourself, and they created a brand promise for you by, creating a really elegant look and feel, and, having higher prices that indicated you would get a really amazing experience. But then it was lacking. All they did was cut and color, or whatever it is. They used average products. I don't know. I'm not a hair salon owner, but the point is that then they would have broken your brand trust. They didn't keep their brand promise that they created. They broke it. And that's really important to keep in mind as well. Basically, creating a brand trust is delivering on your brand promise. And why you should be concerned about doing that? Well, just think about it. For one, it's a really good way to attract the right clients to you. So if you're high end, you want to be attracting people who are looking for a higher end experience. And, someone who's looking for something that's more, fast, easy, cheap, wouldn't necessarily be looking to be working with you. They might pass you over, even though maybe you are less expensive. So you need to take stock of what it is that you're going for so that you can brand according to that and attract your ideal target market. Another point is that when you're working on building brand trust and creating that, you're also working on building brand loyalty, which is really just another fancy way of saying that your clients become your raving fans who tell everyone about what you do. When is that not a good thing? So I hope that this has helped to clarify what brand trust is and why you should be working on developing it. And if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. And until next time, thanks for hanging.